third key concept is the wellness energy system. And I'm using energy, the analogy here, to a water system where you've got a pipe with input, channel, and output. Energy is equivalent to water. With the human being, there are three sources of energy that we take in. The oxygen from breathing, the food through eating, and we combust these in our cells and create ATP, adenosine triphosphate. And we also get energy through our senses, both warmth, attention, aesthetics, love, any number of ways that we take in energy. But from those three, we process them in our body, and our whole life is based on that input. Now, we'll zoom out a little bit and start looking at the outputs, and there are 9 of them. Self-responsibility and love is this is in your handout too. Not appearing. We'll click it again and hopefully it's here. There it is. We have moving. We have feeling. That's emotions. Thinking. If there's time, I'm going to go through these at the end in more detail. If not, there's other sources. Playing and working on the bottom. I skipped thinking. We use our brain, part of it for feeling, part of it for thinking. There's very different parts of our brain. Playing and working are activities. Communicating, intimacy. This was originally labeled sex, but it didn't play too well in the corporate sector, so we toned it down to intimacy. I think it should be connecting, but it means revising the workbook, and I'm not up for that yet. So for now, it's intimacy. Finding meaning, and transcending. That's the spiritual dimension where we go beyond our body and our usual Newtonian reality. So we illustrate this energy system with a symbol called the wellness wheel, which is a shorthand version. And we'll come back to that in a minute. What could go wrong with a system like this? Well, you could have no input, so the pipe is dry and there's no output. You could have a blockage. You could have contamination, poison, pollution, so your output's no good. So converting that to the human system, and this drawing sequence is the one in the 3rd edition. The last one is in the 2nd edition, the one where I personally prefer it, but we had an argument, and I lost. So I'm getting even by using the old one in the slideshow. This is the simpler version. You can have too little of an input, down in number 1, or too much, there's an unbalance in number 2. Zooming back, number 3 here in the upper corner, notice that they merge, like getting feeling and thinking confused. Number 4, there's a bulge, a blockage, so it's backing up. 5 in the lower right corner. The interface with the environment is too strong, and so like the person who just explodes all the time and alienates people would be not very well because they get cut off. And then opposite of that, up in the top number 6, the interface isn't very effective and disappears into space. Now, our relationship between our own individual energy system and all the world around us is how this energy is exchanged. Each one of us has our own system. We've made it through the tough part